What is happening, party people? Welcome to Brett Jackson Boogie's Happiness and Retirement channel. And today I'm going to bring you something really exciting. It's another one of my garden videos where I show that you can actually eat the stem and the leaves off of squash and pumpkin plants. But this recipe is going to be super cool because the girlfriend is making a turkey bolognese, and I'm going to use the tubes on these plants for making a little penne pasta-like tubes. It's not pasta, of course, it's the plant tube itself, but it's a great recipe for keto, especially if you don't want to eat a bunch of carbs. So let's get into it. Here, right quick, here's a picture of what I cut from the garden this morning. Yeah, I couldn't help but think this morning when I put this lid on, this hat, you know, back in the day we used to call them a lid. And I thought of the Beastie Boys back when I was in high school. And, you know, a lemon to the lime, a lime to the lemon. Rockin' Mike D's got all the fine women. All right, party people, so the first thing we're gonna do is wash our squash leaf. See this beautiful stem? That's gonna make penne pasta. So the second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it right about here so that we can strip off these little prickly little vines in the, see that? They come right off. It's got little pricklies in it. So you just basically strip them off all the way down. They come off pretty easy. And then you can cut this thing into little penne pasta shapes. Isn't that cool? That's what we're gonna do. And then you do the same thing with the leaf, and it strips it all the way down the leaf so that you can eat the leaf later. See that? Strip it all the way down the leaf, like, see that? See the spiny little parts coming off? Isn't that cool? You just stripped that all the way off, man. And then you got yourself some leafage that you can eat without the spiny stuff in it. But when you cook it down a little bit, the spiny stuff comes out too. So see that, all that stuff I pulled off? There you go, that's gonna go into the compost. All right, so we just pulled off all the stringy, spiny stuff, and we're gonna put that in the compost over here. Now, here comes the exciting part. We're gonna cut the tube into like a penne pasta shape. You know, it's got all the fancy little 45-degree angle kind of a deal there. We're gonna cut them into little penne pasta pieces. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Look at that. Just take a look at that. And we're gonna make a bunch of these, and then Mama is gonna make a turkey bolognese to put in for the sauce, and it is gonna be delicious. All right, people, now that we're done pulling all the stringy stuff and getting all the spiny stuff out, we got ourselves a nice healthy portion of penne pasta. It's not pasta, but it's great for people who are on keto and want to avoid carbs, or vegans, because it is all plant power, baby. All right, so we got all the pasta tubes, or the squash or pumpkin tubes, whatever you're working with, down to penne pasta size. Don't they look delicious? Okay, you got to boil some water and boil the penne squash for like maybe a minute or two. Now we're going to add Mama's bolognese, turkey bolognese sauce. And here's a picture. Bam. Oh my God, wait till you see Mommy's bolognese. Oh, look how delicious that looks. Yummy. And there is the squash penne after I rinsed it, and it's all nice and hot. And now I'm gonna put Mommy's bolognese on it. Oh my God, this is gonna be so delicious. Woo! Look at this. Oh, look at that bolognese going right on. Oh, look at that. Woo! It's gonna be so delicious. Wowzers. Look at that, people. And that's all we have to do right now. And then we're going to put a little cheese Gonna put a little cheese on it, if I can open this up. We're gonna put us a little Parmigiana on top. Oh, look at that. Now I gotta taste it. All right, it looks really sexy. Look how green I never would have thought of doing something like this, but I'm gonna try it. Ready? Wow. Oh my God. Mommy's bolognese is delicious, but the pasta is crunchy and it's a lot sweeter than I thought it would. I thought it might be a little bitter, but it is delicious. So, there you have it. How to make pasta tube shapes out of your squash or pumpkin plant tubes. Use every bit of the plant if you can, people. Don't waste anything from your garden. And it's delicious, trust me. So if you like my material, hit subscribe or go to the next video. Peace out and thank you so much.